Man and Machine is brought to you by Highflex Mobile Hose Service, Shannons Insurance for Motoring Enthusiasts, and the following sponsors.
Yeah, baby!
Unbelievable!
Now we're talking. Welcome to Man and Machine. We're in Oldsmar, Florida, USA. In coming episodes, we'll be heading to the 50th Mustang anniversary in North Carolina. And who knows what we'll find along the way. So stay tuned and enjoy the ride.
We've certainly got some ground to cover during our stay here in the USA, and sunny Florida's a great place to start. The beautiful weather, the sunshine, the sights, the people and their cars. It's amazing. So while we're here, let's drop in and see our good friends Matt and Scherri Clark at Oldsmar, and most importantly, let's check out their spectacular cars.
Matt and Scherri, it's fantastic to be here in Oldsmar, Florida, USA. Thank you so much for having us.
Not a problem at all, bud.
So Matt, I believe you moved to the USA around about 8 years ago. Being an Australian car enthusiast over here, it must be a different world. Tell us about how that all took place.
That's right, Glenn. Moved over in 07. I actually met Sherri online in 06. I moved over here to set up as a licensed builder. The economy was really flat here. And I had a couple of guys in Australia say to me, hey, look, you're on the ground over there. You've built multiple cars back before I'd moved here anyway, and I had a bit of an automotive history. They asked me whether I could go and inspect a car for them, the Aussie way. So I went down and actually went right over this car with a fine-tooth comb, and we actually videotaped it and sent the video back to him. He's like, this is sensational. Like, I was expecting like a couple of photographs. So we basically got his car and we helped him ship it, and he was really happy. And then another guy contacted me through that guy, and then it just sort of spread to where we had to set up this company to accommodate it.
And Sherri, I believe you travel far and wide when it comes to looking for cars for these Australians in need of an American classic car.
When you're dealing with a specific dream, somebody wants a specific, Camaro, it has to have this engine. We will search all over the United States, and not until we find it, that's when we'll go and travel and get out there and have a look at it.
So where did your passion start with cars?
Ever since I was a bit younger, I was envious of my siblings with their cars. Both had Mustangs when they first started driving, and I would just love to hop in that car and go for a ride. Didn't realize until I met Matt that he was pretty into it too. And I'm like, you're kidding. Started talking about how he would love to restore a Mustang convertible. So it just kind of bounced from there and realized how much we both were really into the classics.
So Matt, how do you find the US car culture? I would imagine it'd be absolutely huge over here with the population, and it seems that just about everyone here is into cars.
The amount of cars, barn finds, everything that you see back in Australia, it's everywhere. We pull up at a house to go buy a car for a client, and there's 6 more parked out the back with a cover over it. And they're not for sale until you say, how much are they? Phenomenal, the amount of people that are actually into classics. Every second or third home, or in my neighbourhood, has a classic car in their garage.
What's great about the culture and cars here is you get to meet a lot of people that share the same passion. It could be anything from just cruising around in your own car or running into someone else that's got a really cool classic, and it's just a conversation starter.
I love it here. You know, cops come and knock on my door and you think you're in trouble and they just want to look at what's under the car cover. You know, and that's phenomenal, you know, and next thing you know, 20 minutes later, they're making them coffee and...
Now, Matt, you've got two cars behind us here in the background. Tell us a bit about them. Let's start with the Mustang first, Chaotic.
Yeah, Chaotic we built back in 2010 for the SEMA show. The only reason we chose to build that car was because a lot of the editors around the world, magazines and a few other shows, when I asked, can it be done with the twin turbos and leaving the towers in, they said it was physically impossible, and I'm like, challenge accepted. What I like the most about Chaotic is it's just out there. It was a build that I couldn't step outside the boundary. It was a K-Code GT. It's one of those cars you don't really mess with too much. So I had to keep it as concourse underneath as possible, that it could be reversed with the red oxide primer. But going with the big wheels, 20 inches, air ride, twin turbos, pure white leather interior, white carpet. And the thing that just gets me every time is the horsepower. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I've always wanted a V8 twin turbo, and that's it.
What I like most about the Ferrari would have to be that it's a convertible. I'm a convertible girl, and what better place to drive around in a convertible than in Florida? We're blessed with the sun most of the year. The other thing that I love about it is very unique. You don't see one driving around every day, and it turns a lot of heads. But just the car itself, it's comfortable to drive, it's fun to drive. I love it.
Well, you two make a fantastic team. There's no shortage of passion for cars. I notice we've got two of them right here behind us. How about we take a look?
Why not?
Let's do it.
HiFlex Mobile Hose Service, your complete hose breakdown and on-site service partner. HiFlex Mobile Hose Service offers a complete range of quality guaranteed hydraulic and industrial hose and fittings products. We also specialise in preventative maintenance programs, such as on-site hose condition auditing, testing and compliance. With our national fleet of qualified technicians, you can rely on HiFlex Mobile Hose Service's rapid response to all of your needs. Call 1300 HiFlex, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Shannons Club, a hub for motoring enthusiasts. So join, create your own garage, share pics, videos and stories of your current and past machines, connect with other enthusiasts. Be sure to watch Shannons Club TV with a host of dedicated motoring channels, including past episodes of Man and Machine. So jump on board with Shannons Club. I'll see you on there.
So Matt, here's a car I've been hearing a lot about, this build here, Chaotic. Tell us all about it.
We originally found the car up at a Ford dealership sitting in a box container. It was sitting there for 17 years. The guy that actually owned the car had a multiple collection of Shelbys, and he sort of had a few K-codes and a few bosses up his sleeve. And we actually went out the back, and sure enough, there was a complete K-code sitting inside this box trailer. We did a deal and basically thought, well, okay, well, we're going to restore this as a concourse car. Then we got talking to Chris Cross in Australia and said, look, do us a rendering of something just out there. And we came up with this concept. I mean, we wanted everything that's never been done before, white interior with white leather, twin turbo, something that just hadn't been done. So yeah, we've done it basically so it can be reversed. We kept the original colour to keep the authenticity. But when it came to the rest of it, the power plant was the hardest part to basically, what do we do? I wanted to just do something that no one had done, and apparently no one had actually physically done a twin turbo front mount and left the towers in. So we took it on as a massive challenge, and we banged out the headers in 3 hours.
And I believe that Scherri was also heavily involved in the build too, Matt.
Extremely, mate, extremely. We got Sherri onto the interior side of things. I'd already sandblasted all the frames. Meanwhile, I'm banging out the engine. She's out there banging out the interior, burlap, redoing everything, new foam. Chose the white carpet.
I've got to say the interior looks absolutely spectacular in the white.
Thanks, mate.
But tell us about the power plant in this machine.
Okay, she's a 351. We punched out to 408 manifolds. Obviously made them myself. 82mm Masterflow turbos. Fast fuel injection system. We're running Edelbrock rails, injectors, manifolds, inlet plenums and stuff like that.
A lot of late technology in an early model car.
Well, yeah, I got 22 years roughly of messing with turbos, so it was about time I had to punch out a V8. So it's an all-in-one car of me, and I love it.
And tell us what sort of power output are we talking about with this engine, mate?
At the moment, we at 10 psi, we managed to pull 772 horsepower out the rear wheels, which I was blown away with. The guy wanted to bump it up to 18 psi. I said, no, look, I'm pretty happy with that. We were aiming for a GTK 950R. I'm sort of guesstimating 770 at the rear wheels is roughly 950.
About 950 at the engine.
So I'm pretty happy, I'm very happy with that.
And tell us about what's backing the engine up, the trans and the rear end.
I'd say Pro C4. A C4 in my books was always...
A lightweight trans, yeah.
Yeah, it's something you put behind a little 289.
Yeah.
Once we put it in, once we actually got it out and ran this thing, bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof, and changes like one gear. And I'm lucky to have said that I've touched third gear once. It's built to lose traction because I didn't want to twist it. It's reinforced a little bit with some total control stuff underneath.
And the rear end?
The diff's a Fab 9. We ran 31 spline axles, they're strange axles, 3.5 gears in the back end. We're running Bayer brakes, still keeping the original GT350 steering wheel. So, yeah, it's kept it looking pretty good. I like it.
What a machine.
Thanks, mate.
After the break, we check out a car just like the one that a guy named Ferris drove in a popular 80s movie. Stay tuned.
G'day, my name's Rob Godfrey and I use and recommend Aeroflow fittings, whether it be for show or go.
Hi, I'm Poe. This is my 7-second Supra. I use and recommend Aeroflow.
Hi, I'm Chris Palazzo.
And I'm Corbin Palazzo.
Show or go, we use Aeroflow.
I'm Mario Colillo. Mild or wild, I use Aeroflow.
Aeroflow, manufacturers of professional hose, fittings and a whole range of performance products to suit your vehicle. To download the latest Aeroflow catalogue, go to aeroflowperformance.com. Proud supporters of the Aeroflow Outlaw Nitro funny cars.
Damn, there's just no room under here.
There's no need to do this anymore when you can buy a tough lift hoist starting from only $24.50. With over 20 models in their range, including 2-post, 4-post, scissor lift, motorcycle and truck. They're great for storage too. All tough lift hoists have Australian standard certification and WorkSafe design registration. With an impressive warranty, in-house technical support and installation options Australia-wide, what are you waiting for? Check out toughlift.com.au.
I love my tough lift.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Kruger from On Track Accounts. Not only am I a racing fan, but I love my motorsport at every level. If you're a car enthusiast like me, come in and have a chat about your business accounts, BAS lodgements, or getting your personal tax ready. We're a small but dedicated team of enthusiasts, and we like nothing more than getting your accounts back on track. Find us at ontrackaccounts.com.au.
'61 Ferrari 250 GT California. Matt, tell us about this machine. What is going on here?
Well, mate, this is a 61 that's taken me about 10 years to locate. I saw the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off and always thought that what an amazing car. We actually found the car up in Idaho after that long search, and Sherry actually sold her Shelby to buy this car in pieces. She loves it, absolutely. This is...
How could you not?
Yeah, now that I've had it, I feel like I'm 16 again. I actually enjoy driving this car like any other car. I've never had the feeling I've had with this car. The guy that was actually selling it had 3 of them, and he actually gave us all the documentation and to verify what it was, and it was one of the batch that were made for the movie. A few little differences between this one. This has the Heights independent rear end with the inboard discs. The ones in the movie were actually a straight axle 9-inch or an 8.5-inch cut down to suit the body.
What about the drivetrain? What about the power plant? I
had a few engines floating around, 408 sitting in the corner. So we thought we'd spike it up a little bit, Edelbrock heads, lifters, the whole thing.
Did they have V8s in the movie cars in some of them?
Yeah, they were running 289s or 302s in the
yep.
actual cars. And we've gone 408 with a 351. I did go with the option of a Jag V12. We had the Tremec TKO 600, bolted that straight in there. Drive shaft's about 30 centimetres long, and it basically delivers every piece of horsepower to the back end.
Now, I'd imagine you get some amazing attention in this car because the real deal, or a genuine Ferrari in this type of specification, is said to be worth something like $8 million. Is that correct?
Yeah, shabby one you'll pick up for between $1–2 mil. Last one I heard sold at one of the auctions, it belonged to an actor, at 12 mil. Yeah, so they're kind of sought after. The original Ferraris built in Italy were a good 100 of them made, I believe.
I love the number plates too. The number plates look awesome.
The original was supposed to be nervous, like in the movie, and I thought that's a bit corny, you know, you got a Ferrari or the... So she came up with Sick Day, and it is. Once you get in this car, it's sick. I mean, I love the car.
So, mate, how would we go about having a drive of such a car?
No, mate, no. No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because you're not, mate. I want the car back in the garage right now.
Why, mate? What do you think's going to happen to it?
It could get wrecked, it could get scratched, it could get breathed on wrong, it could have a pigeon crap on it.
I'll take extra special care of it. Trust me. You have nothing to worry about. I'm a professional.
Glenn, no. No, Glenn, no, bad idea, Glenn.
Honey, what are you doing out there?
Waiting on the next super blowout 3-day only mega sale.
You don't need a sale, you need MPD.
NPD's everyday prices are competitive, and our huge in-stock inventory and dedicated export department allows orders to arrive fast to Australia. National Parts Depot has quality parts for Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, GTO, Firebird, Ford, and Chevy truck. Go online or email export@npdlink.com.
Working beats waiting.
A tough car needs a tough oil, and that's when you need Gulf Western Oil. It's Australian-owned, developed and manufactured in their state-of-the-art production facility. So no matter what you drive, you can be assured you're in the right hands for all your lubrication needs. Gulf Western Oil, the tough Australian.
Here, let's just have a little bit of a reality check. We're in Florida, USA. But not only that, I'm driving a Ferrari replica like the one that was used in the Ferris Bueller movie. All I can say is, wow, man. 1961 GT250 Ferrari, California. Of course, we'd all like a real one, but at around about $8 million these days, US, I don't think that's going to happen for too many people. I'll be more than happy to have this thing. In fact, I'd probably rather this thing over just about any car I've got. These things are so damn rare, hardly made any of them. You know, the original version of these cars had a beautiful little V12, 3 litre, about 280 horsepower. Would have revved up hard, would have been music to the ears. But nothing quite like a 408 cubic inch stroke, 500 horsepower Windsor. Gets my heart racing, and for a fraction of the cost of that beautiful Italian stallion that come out of the Ferrari factory. This car would have to weigh stuff all. We don't know the exact weight, but it'd have to be somewhere around 800 or 900 kilograms. So power to weight, she's one mean machine. On top of that, she's a torque monster. Can't beat cubic inches for that massive low down torque in a lightweight car. You know, this engine makes you work hard for your money, with a very satisfying result. She's a grumpy little machine. Big engine, big camshaft, 5-speed gearbox, 408 cubic inches. That's massive in a car of this weight and this size. With 500 horsepower and a whole mountain of torque, just wants to light the tyres up. Accelerates like an absolute bullet, like the space shuttle. It really is a deserving package in this vehicle. You couldn't have something looking like this car
with a box stock economy version of an engine. It's got to be an angry son of a bitch. And that's what this thing is. She lumps around, she bumps around. She's not a smooth ride when it comes to the engine, but you know what? Who cares, man? That's exactly what we're looking for. Something that gets the heart racing. A beautiful place. The views, the scenery around here. I've never seen anything quite like it. I love Australia. I love this place too.
You know, the one thing I've noticed about this car, people are breaking their necks to look at it. Doing their daily business, jogging, walking along on this nice sunny day, they spot this thing and like, what the? They probably think I'm some multi-millionaire driving an $8 million Ferrari, but the sad truth is I'm a car enthusiast that's virtually broke because I've spent every cent I've ever made on my cars. Let's revel in it while we can, eh? This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Look at that sunshine. No roof. Sunny Florida. It doesn't get any better. Now that's what I call the ride of a lifetime. There's plenty more USA action coming up. I'll see you next time on Man and Machine.
Coming up next week, we get a factory tour of Richard Petty's NASCAR operation. Then we head out to Walt Disney World Speedway in Orlando, where I get to run a few hot laps in a NASCAR. Make sure you don't miss this one. Man and Machine is brought to you by Highflex Mobile Hose Service, Shannons Insurance for Motoring Enthusiasts, and the following sponsors.